Great. So, Rog, how about you tell us more about the Guardian Angel program?
I would love to talk about that.
There was no prompting involved whatsoever.
None whatsoever. The Guardian Angel program is where us at the foundation get to have a little bit of fun. It's not always hard work. The Guardian Angel program is designed so that if someone was visiting the hospital and they had a great experience and everyone wants to thank somebody, right? Mm-hmm. They just don't know how.
Yep.
The Guardian Angel program was designed to thank the frontline workers, whether it be a doctor, nurse, janitor, it doesn't matter who it is. Someone within that hospital has made a difference in their life. They come up to the foundation, they make a donation on behalf of Dr. So-and-so, and they, through the Guardian Angel program, and then what we do is we get a message from them about how they felt. Mm-hmm. That goes into a card. We have a Guardian Angel lapel pin. We set up a time to go and meet with said Guardian Angel.
Yep.
We read them the card on behalf of the donor. We give them the lapel pin, which they can wear with pride, could be on their robe. And we've got some money to the foundation so we can put towards the cost of the equipment.
Sure.
And that person's able to say thank you. And that frontline worker really appreciates the fact that they were identified.
Definitely.
Most people say they don't need to be thanked. I hear it all the time from frontline workers. That's why they're in the role. They love it. But it means a lot to them. We get to see that. And so I wanted to let you guys know that. It's important.
I appreciate it because I do a lot of work with the Hospital Foundation myself with my business because I like to give back because my wife has suffered 2 strokes in her life. Right. And one of them was a very severe one. She was hospitalized for almost 4 months. They didn't even know if she was going to survive. And between the Ottawa hospitals and the nursing staff and doctors here at Pembroke Regional Hospital, she's still with us today, 13 years later. And they didn't think she was even going to survive. So it is a good staff there. And I think it's awesome that you guys do that Guardian Angel program. It means a lot, I think.
And during COVID, of course, people can just go to prhfoundation.com, click on Guardian Angel, and tell us their story.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great.
It's a good personal touch.
Exactly. No, definitely. Tell us more about, one thing I wanted to talk about a little bit, and we don't have to go too long because it's not a big show, but the Black and White Gala, because I've been part of that, helping out for about 6-7 years now. But this year, you guys were throwing a little whammy when you wanted to put it on.
A little whammy, for sure. How about you can't get together with 200 people, so figure something else out.
Exactly. So tell us a little bit how you worked it out.
So you know what? The committee came up with a great idea called the Un-Gala at Home. So what we really did is bring the gala right into their living rooms. We had the same great meal provided by Elrich's, and they do a fantastic job there, and they're there for us every year. And so instead of them coming to a party and doing that, we had them come to the church, pick up their boxed meal, their Gala at Home kit, we called it.
Yep.
They had that excellent meal in there, a full program of all our great sponsors. And we have that program every year. We just put it into the box kind of thing. It was, so we could thank those very special sponsors that support us year after year.
Yep.
They picked it up, they went home, they had flowers in the kit, they had wine in the kit, dessert in the kit, meal in the kit, set that up on their own living room table. Originally, there was 10 people going to be at everyone's house, and then within about 3 days, there was 3 or 2. Whoever was living there could sit there and eat their dinner.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we almost made exactly the same amount of money at that event as we did getting together, although getting together is awesome.
No, exactly.
So,
but that's awesome.
It went over well, and we may end up having to do it again this year.
You never know.
So my next question, is it happening this year?
If I would have to say yes or no today, I'd say yes, because we're in, crazy times right now. So, it's possible for sure.
So we have an idea where all the a foundation, of course, it's collecting funds to support different programs inside the hospital or different departments inside the hospital. But can you expand on that? Kind of what has the funding kind of provided in the last 2 years, let's say?
So we'll go back to the last campaign, and we're launching our new campaign. Our hard launch kind of thing is next week for it. But the cutting edge campaign we were in for 3 years. That is to take care of the surgical floor, which is the big one that we haven't actually started yet. And we were in it 3 years. It's a long time to
Yeah,
raise
good.
funds, but it was $2.5 million.
Oh, wow.
So it's not like you can just go out and ask everybody for $2.5 million to get the job done.
Yeah, let me write you the check.
I'll take that from you, no problem. So it does take time, absolutely, to raise these funds. And at the end of the day, if you've ever been into the surgical floor, we've finished the orthopedics one, but the surgical floor, it's the same as it's been since the 1950s.
Oh, wow.
We need new floors, we need new walls, we need new equipment, we need all new beds, we need every piece of equipment that will go in there, as well as expanded areas, needs to come from this campaign. So we're at there. We've raised the $2.5 million. All we have to do now is kind of wait for the rest of the approvals before we can actually roll out. Say put the shovel in the ground, I guess they say.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and there's lots of stuff happening right now that has nothing to do with the surgical floor, because we have to take all the stuff that's going on in the surgical area and kind of move it
Yeah, that's
so that we can renovate it. So that's a lot of stuff going on
It is
to make
kinda
it
neat.
happen. So there's a lot of cogs in the wheel kind of thing. So I'm very excited that we got to close that, and that
Yes.
was at the gala, I was at
Exactly.
the Un-Gala. That was our final fundraiser that put us over the edge. So I'm very happy about that.
So what about now? What are you raising for now?
And of course, we can't stop, right?
Yeah.
There's always needs at the hospital. Those needs are never going to stop.
Definitely.
Yep.
Everyone wants the best care, the best equipment, and we want to provide that for them. So we go to basically the senior leadership team and we say, what is that next project?
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do? And it was the cancer area.
Okay.
So, I mean, as far as the chemotherapy unit, that area, it is it's time for renovation, it's time for new equipment, it's time for expansion. They want more chairs so they can take care of more cancer patients, they can give them more chemo treatments. So that again, more walls, more space, more chairs, more equipment needed in order to make that happen. So that's our cancer care campaign in order to make that stuff happen and renovate that area. We have done a soft launch on it already. We'll do the hard launch next week. We need $1.65 million in order to get this one finished and take care of more cancer patients. I don't need to tell you guys, we all hate cancer, so the more we can do to raise funds for the Pembroke Regional Hospital and take care of those patients with the best possible equipment we can, it's just important.
What better person to skyrocket this event than the one who used to be part of the Cancer Society?
Right, true.
It helps. It absolutely
It all
does
comes
help.
full circle.
I understand a little more than the average Joe that would just pick up that campaign and run with it. I have had many conversations with many cancer survivors about their journey, and it does help me understand a little bit about what they're going through.
Yep.
I've never had cancer, so I will never fully understand it, but I have a lot of empathy for what they're going through, and whatever I can do and whatever I can ask of everyone out there to do and help us, it's really coming from the bottom of my heart. So it is a pretty deep campaign for me, for sure.